We talked to Dr. Wakar Uddin, who was present at the hearing in Washington, D.C. on Tuesday. Dr. Uddin, could you tell me a little bit about your work with the Arakan Rohingya Union?
Actually, Arakan Rohingya Union is an umbrella organization representing over 60 different Rohingya organizations throughout the world globally. And we have our objectives. It's an NGO, non-governmental organization. It has various missions, various objectives, and if I specifically I'll mention that objectives, it will be number one objective will be first reclaiming our rights, the rights of Rohingya people, citizenship, all the basic human rights that we had. It was taken away from the Rohingya people in 1962 after General Ne came to power.
Could you please describe your testimony at the U.S. House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee hearing on Tuesday? What do Rohingyas face when trying to escape the persecution in Myanmar?
They want to escape Arakan state because of this situation. And so the smuggling ring where cartels are taking them to better place, they said, in a trap, falling into trap, basically. So they are sailing to Malaysia. That has not entered a trafficking phase yet. There are two phases, smuggling and then trafficking. So they are smuggled. The Burmese local forces, corrupt forces, are helping the cartels transport these victims to their boats, from shore to the boats. The Arakan RNDP politicians, local officials, and Burmese local administration, township officials, they are all involved in this. First thing is they are corrupt. They are getting money from the cartels. Second thing is that they want to get rid of this the Rohingya families, Rohingya people from Arakan state, to reduce the population. This is one of the several strategies they have for population reduction in Arakan state. So they are shipping them to larger vessels, waiting out in the sea. From there, they are heading south to Malaysia. What happened is I explained to them the fate of these, I call refugees at that time. They are being smuggled. Fate of them. They often do not have enough food, enough water, and enough fuel even, with very poor navigation. So they sail for a few days and they're out of water, they're out of food. I was told by the victims, Rohingya victims who have come to Washington a couple of weeks ago to tell their stories, their horror, their arduous journey to Malaysia. And they said they had to drink salt water. People, elderly, young children are dying on the boat. They have to bury them in the sea. So they have to drift. They don't have fuel. Often they don't have fuel. You know, the one of the most horrible things in my report, written report, I indicated to the congressman that these Rakhine cartels smuggling Rohingya, they often sink the boat with several hundred refugees in it. They often push them from the boat and kill them in the middle, and they are drowned in the middle of the sea. So I explained to the congressman, the committee, and details how the Thai police will work with the cartels to ship the victims to the forced labor camps, sex slaves, and so on and so forth, child laborers. The Thai officials reportedly have separated women from men, saying that, look, you need protection. They separated from men in the prison, and then they were shipped to camps for sex slavery. So my point to the congressman, to the committee, my appeal was, please don't look at this. Clipping the top of the tree will not cause the issue. You have to go to the roots of that problem. Roots, there's human trafficking tree. Don't cut the branches. There'll be more growth of branches. There'll be more shoots coming off. You cut one shoot, one branch, there are several shoots coming out. So you have to go to the root and cut the roots. Root cause. Root cause is, what is the root cause? Root cause is the situation on the ground in Arakan state.
Now, for audience members of us that are Rohingya, did you have any closing sentiments you wanted to offer, maybe words of hope perhaps, or a direction you'd like to see them go in to help the cause?
Yeah, my message to Rohingya people in Burma, in Arakan state and in central Burma is the first thing they need to do is speak in one voice. Speak in one voice. They have one simple goal, one single goal, that objective that they have to pursue. Once we have unity, we have unity now, but we need to consolidate that unity in our people. I was very encouraged to hear news from the ground that people are united to solve the issue, united to address the issue, not something else. So that's very important. And we here in the international community, in diaspora, Rohingya people all around the world, ARU representing Rohingya community around the world, is not going to be running for election in Burma, and we do not have activities inside Burma. We do not want to be there to interfere in the political process in Burma. We want to lend the support to our leaders inside Burma, our activists and political parties. We lend the support so that they can move forward. So I want to make sure that all of us around the world, Rohingya people, provide support to our folks inside Burma. We are working very hard. As you know, it is not a secret that the Rohingya issue, solving the Rohingya issue, relies much in Washington, D.C. American government can do much more than any other country in the world. The most serious issue right now is survival, health, and survival of IDP, folks in IDP camps and Rohingya villages. They need to survive, they need to sustain their lives. So that's an immediate need, the urgent need to resolve that issue, get them medicine, get them food, get them clean water, have the situation stabilized, and then eventually, with the help of Burmese government, international community, working strongly with even moderator leadership, return of these IDPs to their homes in Chao Phu, Chauto, Pauto, Situe, various villages, Myohao. So all this, their original home, they need to go back.